Oh glory. Light wind. Nice day so far. But it's gonna get ugly. Well, here I am at the intersection of Princeton and Orange Avenue, and the van just died. I've got a cop, luckily was right behind me, and he called the tow guy for me. And I believe I just saw the tow guy go by, so he's probably circling around the block so he can get in front of me. I mean, unbelievable. You know, it's got to be one of those plugs. No contact. Unbelievable. Oh man, we'll throw up. I wish he'd be here. Yep, there he is, baby. Oh man, this is gonna cost me. Well, she got there pretty quick. I'm home. Freaking pain in the ass. Same thing, man. Just died out. And thank goodness I had that cop right behind me, man. Nothing worse than sitting in frickin' traffic with a dead car. Here I go again. Here I go. Well, I can't believe I gotta do this again. Unbelievable. I never did get to show off my new timing light I picked up at the thrift store. Brand spanking new, dirt cheap. Nice. Anyway, I'm, not looking forward to this. Now I have to test all that crap. Oh man, it's just unbelievable. It's got to be a connection. It's got to be maybe one of those aftermarket parts died. So I popped the distributor cap off. You see all the little black specks in there, and the little contact there is all burned up already. Look at all the black soot. And the last one, this thing here, was fried. What the heck is going on? Look, there's black stuff all around on there. What's going on? Is it that freaking coil ain't no good? The damn aftermarket cheapo coil. I put the dielectric grease all in this thing when I was having the moisture problems over in the other lot, and I finally took care of that problem with drilling that thing out. And then when I moved over here, it started again because it's under these trees. I mean, if I get a puddle on the driveway, it don't dry up for days. It's crazy. So I did the dielectric grease, smeared everything in there, and that took care of that problem. Let me go figure out, see what's going on with this damn coil. God, I hate this. Well, I'm not getting any power to the plug for the coil. Well, she runs. Shit. I was getting very tiny bit of voltage. It was like 2 volts, 2.5, something like that. On the meter, on the test light, it wouldn't light up. So a little more homework. This one here, the camshaft position sensor, getting good voltage. So I pulled the crank position sensor out, and it was covered in milky, watery oil. And I've been having these leaks with this intake manifold. It's coming out of the timing chain cover, right? And you can see where somebody had put that damn thing on there, and that's where I leak oil. But why is there water in it? When I check my dipstick, there's no water on the oil looks fine. So it's dripping down from this damn thing, and or the pump may be starting to leak. But I've been checking my water pretty regular, and it hasn't really seemed to have lost much. Anyway, I also forgot, oh, there it goes. I was going to say, I forgot to mention, I put the old crank position sensor back in. And I still think the new one is fine, but I just wanted to see. But there she goes, she just died out again. So it's probably not going to start again. Nope. And I'm sure I'm back to no spark situation. Let's throw this back over here. Get my stupid spark tester in there. And give it some ground. Where you at? Hit the key. No spark again. So you see that? That's not milky. You know, that's not watery, milky, and you know, that's just oil. It's dirty, but it's oil. So you see that? And when I pulled the other one out, man, I mean, it was thick. Now that's water. It's getting in there somehow. This is the old one. Alright, so I just popped the new one back in, cleaned it off, got the this frickin' wires, hang on, got the spark tester in there just to see. No spark. Am I grounded? Yeah. Man, this is killing me now. Is, you know, pulling that one out, putting a new one in, and you know, back and forth. Is there still something wrong with that plug wire not making contact? Alright, put the old one back in. Let's see what the hell, if it's going to spark again or not. Nope. Alright, I'm done for the day. Figure this out. I can try to figure it out tomorrow. Here I go again. So, didn't make a whole lot of progress yesterday, but I spent most of the day online, research, getting familiar with this, how all this crap works. Biggest problem, low to no voltage at the coil and the control module, ignition control. So I need to start digging that up, start wire testing. I checked all the fuses yesterday. I'm getting like 2 volts. It should be 12. Thought at first it might have had something to do with the crank sensor, but no. Should be a constant 12 volt. Then the crank sensor sends the message to the PCM, or whatever the hell they call it. All these CMs are killing me. And then that sends the signals and blah blah blah, fuel injection, DDD, do la la la. You know, just trying to find a wiring diagram is ridiculous. But let me try to find my freaking, you know, why I'm not getting an, you know, full boat here on 12 volts to those damn things. Well, she runs again. Man, I pull all these freaking wires out, trying to track everything down. Went through grounds and positives and fooling around up here, ground wires. Came over here, double checked everything. I had my hand on that one relay and it was hot. And then when I started touching the probe on the PCM, I think that's what the computer's called, one of the relays was clicking, clicky, clicky, clicky. And I'm like, what the hell is that? You know? This is all Greek to me, baby. So I swapped it out with the other relay and walked back in, had my 12 volts back. 12 volts were back on my coil and my ignition module. She sound good, baby. So I'm gonna clear my codes out, see what happens. All right, so I got a P0351 and I'm gonna erase it. It's the coil. I'm going to erase it and start it back up and see what comes up. Because there, you know, I tried to start this thing, the battery was dead, So we'll see if it comes back up again. I'll take that freaking coil right back down and get me another one. And that's the other problem too, you know, nobody stocks these freaking parts unless you drive every time I wanted something, you know, 100 miles away. So take what I can get on the cheap stuff. But let's see what happens. We'll do an erase. Enter, erase, yes, erase is done. So, turn her off. Let's see, take that off. Wait till the bell stops ringing. Do it again. Enter. Rescan. Yeah. Alright, that's the evap crap that I always get. And that I think is 2. One's a canister. 443. I think it's more evap crap. 452. 443, 452. That's it. So no coil, nothing. We can do it again here. See what happens. Yeah, she sounds good. My alternator says good. .4. So I'm going to get me some new relays. Zero fault, end 03. What is it? Does that mean 3? 141. Trying to remember what that is. 443 and 452. Let's see. Oh, that's that damn O2 sensor, pretty sure. P0141. Yeah. O2 sensor. Pick up a couple of those. Alright. So here's the 2 I swapped. And this one says AC or upfitter accessory relay. And this one says AC relay. Anyway, this thing, man, it's getting hot, baby. And this one is hot as hell. I don't have the air on. So I look up upfitter accessory. I'm going to say that's accessory. And it all came up Ford stuff, like tow winch switch and all these different switches. So I don't know what it does on this thing. I don't know what, what's going on here, but that's what worked for me. Might work for you, I don't know. Well, the van is still kicking my ass. After I got towed home, got her back up and running. Was real careful, just, grocery store, Home Depot, just right down the road stuff. And then the next day, I was like, screw everything, taking the boat out, beautiful day. Came home, went around the curve down there, and dies. Well, fired it right back up. Came down my street right here, dies right here in front. So I fiddled around with the relays again, and nothing happened. It wouldn't start. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? Is it still a loose connection? I ordered the plugs. They should be here today. Crank position sensor plug. And then I'm probably going to replace all of these relays. That was the deal. Put all this crap in that's causing a no spark situation. Then if I have a problem, diagnose it from there. I thought I could have had a bad new aftermarket part, but everything seems to be working. So I talked to Big Mike the mechanic yesterday. Anyway, I explained to him what happened. He said, start here and work your way that way this time. This is the last time I started in there. I was working my way around. I couldn't, get this thing to stall. No matter what I did up here, jiggled, wiggled, grabbed, tugged, pulled every wire, tore this thing completely apart, turned it over, looked at all the wiring underneath, inside. Looked fine. Everything, tested all these grounds. So my plugs are supposed to come in today. What I'm going to do is pull the frickin' doghouse off again and try to recreate the problem to see if I can get this thing to stall out. The last time I did it, it was on that coil plug, but man, I had to, really shake that thing around. Then I tightened it up with the vice grips, and everything was fine for about a week or so. So if I can't recreate the problem, I'm still going to put the plug wire connectors on. But hopefully I can and figure out where this thing is missing a connection. That's all it seems to be. Is it in the relays? I don't know. Everything seems to be working. It's just, it'll drive you up the wall. I hope it's going to start today. Too yesterday, like my coolant gauge was like jumping around. The thing was, my gas gauge was kind of acting, jumping around. So that has to do with one of those relays. And I kept swapping them and swapping them and swapping them. Everything seems to be fine now. So, there's relay, intermittent relay, I'm going to swap these out, put the new flow connectors on. Everything looks normal on my gauges. And then once again, down at the lake, it's absolutely gorgeous, pure glass. Yesterday it was like that all day. I'm over here screwing around with this damn van. So I'll be doing it again today, and man, like I said, I'm scared to death to drive this thing. Thank God it broke down right here, not on the road again, because I'm spent. I don't want to do another freaking pay for another tow job. Yes, it's on my toes. So I'm gonna tear the doghouse, get everything ready, see if I can duplicate it again to lose spark. And the mail should be here in a couple hours. Just get ready to swap those plugs. That's all I can do, man, and then just keep my freaking fingers crossed.
You know the channel. Oh yeah, baby.